Okay, I'm creating this video to show you how to plow overlapping fields in Farmtown. Alright, now oops, what did I just do? There we go. Now what you have to do is you have to make sure first that you're on the farm that you want to plow the overlapping fields, and you want to make sure that you delete all of the area that you want to plow in, leaving one plowed field or harvested field, whatever your preference is, because you have to reset your plow just in case there are some things in here. You would normally have everything hidden. I wouldn't have the flowers shown, but I'm showing them because I want to show you how it gives you a better idea of what the space looks like. So one of the first things that you need to do is you need to get 3 windows open. Now you can plow 5 overlapping plots, but it's very hard to then turn around and plow and plant that later, just because of how they overlap. And I will show you on here how to do that, so you can choose if you're going to do it that way or not. Now the next thing that you want to do is you have to get 3 tabs open here, or 5, whichever you're going to do. So you come up here to play, and you right click, and you open it in a new tab. And what that's going to do, see, is it's opening that in a new tab over here. Now one of the things you have to do here is you can see you're connected, and you need to go into offline mode, and you're going to need to be in offline mode on all 3 or 5 of the tabs. So then I come to this guy, he's loading. I can at this time also right click, open in a new tab, so it's going to give me that 3rd window open here. On here I'm going to go with my farm 4, because that's where I'm going to be doing this, and I take that one also offline. Then I come to the 3rd tab to check it, wait for it to load, take it into offline mode, go to farm 4. So now I have 3 tabs open. If you're going to do 5, you need to have 5, and they're all in offline mode. Now what I have to do is, see, my little plow tool here is green, but sometimes that will be red depending on what you have on the field. So what you have to do is you have to delete this single plowed field that you would have left on each one of these guys, each one of the tabs. Now I did leave these 3 just to show you what overlapping is, so I got to delete those guys too. Now I'm ready. I can go ahead and I can plow. So I normally start out on my first tab, and I'm just going to do 4. Normally you would do the 9 or the 16, whatever you have space for and can manage at first. The 4 is just a little bit easier for this demonstration. So to plow just the 3 overlapping fields, you're going to come to the very first tab, come up to this very top corner, because as you can see there are within one plowed spot, it's 3 by 3. So you got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So I turn around, and on this very first one I would normally go clean up in this top corner, but because the flowers are there, now if they were hidden I could plow right over top of them. And I click on now this is the first tab, so I do it in the very top corner. Then I come to the second tab, go to the 4 plow, go back to that very top corner, but here's the trick on this one, you move it in 1. See how I moved it in 1 flower? Then I come to the 3rd one, go to the very top corner, I move it in 1, but that's what I had on that middle tab, so I have to move it in the 3rd one. So now these are all set up, and I'm just going to continue plowing down through here. Now that's going to give me the 3 overlapping fields. Alright, so now if you want to do 5, I'll show you how to do that. So I have to open these other 2 tabs. And I'm going to take them offline. Go to Farm 4. I'm going to take it offline. Go to Farm 4. But as you can see, I'd already plowed those. So now what I have to do is I'm going to start this one. Well, I'm going to actually come back to the first one. So I start it in the top corner. Okay, and I'm just going to do 2. But you could normally you'd just do this 1, then move to the next one. So I'm going to bring it in 1, down 1, see, down 1, and then this one is also then follow through. So now this one is down 1, down 2. Now here's the trick to get the 5. You have, oops, and you remember on the first one you had it here, the second one you had it here, the third one you had it here, which means on this one not only do we have to go, we can go here, but we have to move it this way 1, see, this way, and then we'll do this one. Now on this one we have to move it this way 1, and then we have to go this way 1. So that will give us the 5. So as you can see, I'm going to have 5 overlapping fields here, and I just have the 3 overlapping here, which are much easier to plant and plow. Now what I can do is I can close each one of these windows, and I go back to my original. I'm going to bring it back online, and I'm going to reload the game. Go to Farm 4. So now as you can see, there are 3 fields overlapping here, and there are 5 overlapping here. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you could add that 6th one in there if you're game, but it's just very, very difficult to turn around and plant. I'm just going to show you. See how when you go to plant, you have to go down through here 1, 2, 3, and then you got to move over 1, 2. Where on this guy, you can just go right down. So that's why I only recommend doing the 3. Now another little trick is when you have your fields overlapped, you don't have to worry about if you have to add something somewhere. What you do is you delete. Let's say I wanted to add a building that took up at least 3 of these harvested fields wide. So I would actually come in here and just delete a section or all 3 down through here, which then allows me to put that building in, open the 3 tabs, by right-clicking on play, taking them all offline, and just plowing up through these 3. You can also do that, just delete, let's say you wanted a whole row of flowers up through here. You could just delete the single one right up through here in the middle, and then plant that whole thing in flowers, and then hide everything, and then come back through and replow your overlapping fields. So, and that is how you plow overlapping fields.